Hola, Abby. Got a sharp pain in my stomach. Who's hurting? I'll call you right now. Ahorita comí, I made some phone calls, and I want to get back on a live. Ahorita hablo después de este live. I gotta do my. I'm gonna do some work tonight, so I'm gonna get off the live and then focus. But I want to get on and also do my videos before I go off and do other stuff. What's up, man? How's it going? I'm tired. I look tired because I'm tired, I think the last few days have been rough. You know, today's energy is good for new beginnings and whatnot. Today's a good energy for establishing, let's say, what your life should look moving forward. It's a good day to do some introspection, to do some sort of deep, deep, deep spiritual insight on yourself and move forward. I got on a few phone calls after I got off the live, and it's very rewarding to be able to help people. But I really want to say this, you guys. Nothing is done without you guys. Again, even if I call you and you're ready to make a change, without you, there is no change. Without your effort, there's nothing. So faith is required here and anywhere. So your faith is required for the work that I do, and your trust is required for the things I want to do for you. That being said, I'm all right now do my videos. Then I'm gonna call you, Abby, after this one, and then I still gotta do some more stuff for other people. And again, this is a day of reckoning for yourself. After the live, I'll post my videos. I'm gonna be off for a little bit. Then I'm gonna come back in the evening or at night to do yes or no questions. But yes or no questions will be for my super fans. I have to do this because um, I want to make sure that they get their money's worth and whatnot. And I try to make myself available to you guys whenever, it's been busy. Um, all right, cool. Thank you so much, disciple of the mystical forest. Um, Look, there's often a time and a moment where we can look back and say that made the difference. What? Are you serious, Ariel? Dogs can be out in the rain. Water doesn't melt them. I just got one of the neighbors call human societies. What? Are you serious? I'm glad I was able to help you, disciple of the mystical forest. I try to do my best with whatever little information I got. You know what I mean? They're not made out of sugar. How long were they outside for? I mean, shit. Did they have to go pee, poo? That's insane. Yo, what's up, Grim Reaper? Anyways, inbox me or send me a message, please. Let's see what. Anyways, um, there's a moment in time, or there'll be a moment when you look back and say that was the difference. Today, that's crazy. That is fucking crazy. Today is the day that moment is. Is it? This is a day where you'll look back and say, on that day, I made a choice to live a better life, to be more carefree, to be less stressed, to be more in my spiritual moment. Today is that day. And again, it's not a day for me, it's a day for you. Hey, lovely, how are you? Um, I got an update for all of y'all. Um, I still got no cake. I still got no cake. It's a sad update. Um, I got I went downstairs and I went to the pantry. I found a small Twix from last year's Halloween. Last year's Halloween. I found a little pack of Whoppers. I found a Tootsie Roll. Um, was that it? Yeah. I found a small Twix from last year, a Whoppers from last year's Halloween, and a Tootsie Roll from last year's Halloween. And I ate that shit. And I was trying to get rid of that sweet. Hi, Kenya. How are you? I was trying to get rid of that sweet, like cake wanting. It didn't help. It curved my desire for sweetness. Um, I know. Um, but it didn't quite eradicate my desire for cake. Que alguien le comparta esto al sacerdote católico Luis Toro. ¿Quién es él? Que lo comparta con él para que me vea y saludarlo. ¿Quién es el sacerdote católico Luis Toro? ¿Lo debo conocer? ¿Es alguien de qué? ¿Qué hace? ¿Va a venir a criticar o va a venir a darme las gracias por hacer cosas buenas y obras buenas? ¿Quién sabe? Anyways, so yeah, thank you, Organic C. Oh, compa Lira. Bro, ask questions. Pregunta. Dale. You ask good questions, bro, so I'm not gonna even be mad at you. You can ask questions here whenever you're here. Cuando estén aquí pueden preguntar preguntas. Si no sé la respuesta, no les voy a inventar chingadera y media. Whenever you guys have a question, trust me that I'm not gonna ever answer some bullshit just because. Hey, Cotton Candy Cane, how are you? I love you, mama. Thank you. That's beautiful. Si no sé yo la respuesta de las preguntas que dan, tampoco les voy a inventar algo. Yo me pongo a ver y pongo a hacer, ¿cómo se llama? Mi tarea para traerles información buena y no decirles puras mamadas. I'm good, friend. I'm feeling better. I guess I do look tired, but I don't feel so tired. I hopefully tonight I get some good rest. Yesterday I felt very, there was a lot of things going on. Um, I woke up better today as far as the energy goes. Again, today is a good day to release everything. Um, when did we last talk? I was sicky. I've been sicky of sicky. I've been sick a few times this year and diabetes and whatnot. Last time I was sick, I tried to fry some chicken. I fucked up. I fried chicken. I tried to eat it in the dark and it was fucking raw. And I got sick like a dog. Yeah, I look tired. I know. Um, since then I've had fried chicken again. I didn't make it, but I bought it. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going, 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 like the Energizer Bunny. Yeah, I do look tired, but buenas tardes, Walter. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estamos hoy? Estamos en plena ahorita multitud de energía buena para comienzos nuevos. Hey, Sharky, how are you? Glad to have you back. Walter, te voy a decir algo hoy que le dije a toda la gente. Hoy es un buen día para hacer una, verse uno mismo hoy y sus defectos o los problemas que tiene y empezar a hacer nuevos movimientos hacia dejar esas cosas atrás para que mañana puedas estar más tranquilo y tener más abundancia y más amor. Can an entity take a loved one when you do a love spell or when you do white magic? No, you don't get that kind of repercussion for that kind of stuff. You don't. And white magic, why would there be a repercussion for white magic? Mira, hasta parece que vas a cantar, Kenya. So nah, you can't. If you do white magic usually is protective or a magic that isn't meant to harm others. And here's the thing: is there's different kind of love spells. You can make spells that are more meant to be something that might sweeten up somebody's disposition for you. But love spells, again, they could tinker with what we were talking about last time. How if you do an amarre, you're taking away free will. But under any circumstances, are any of those two things, um, that kind of, you know, magic that you would have your loved one taken away from you? Do you mean like taken away from you, like passing or leaving your life? Again, love spells are complicated, but again, like when you do like amarres or love spells, it's fucking with people's free will. But when you do like endulzamientos, sweetening, no, it doesn't work like an amarre or a love spell. It's more that you're trying to rekindle that love. You're trying to see someone see you in a different light. You're trying to make them softer towards you, and then that way they can see the real you. So there's 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 a lot of ways to go about it. But again, if you do a love spell or white magic under any circumstances, does that sort of warrant your loved one being taken away from you? Hey, Fireman Joe, I started working on your little thing here and there. Fireman, just I did a prayer, and I don't know if you want me to do something a little bit more deeper and intense. That might require a donation, but I think you'll be fine, brother. You know what I'm saying? So tell me how you feel in the next few days, and then we'll go from there. Yeah. So again, that's a good question, but nah, you shouldn't have a loved one taken away from you when you do a love spell or white magic. Neither one of those is a fucking major enough infraction to have you be let's say you know yeah, compa Lira, cuando quieras, we can talk whenever you want in private. Send me a message and we'll speak. Um, you found out you're related to Hecate and Lilith. Well, I'm related to Hilario and Leonor Guerrero. Those are my parents. I don't know where my lineage comes, how far it goes back, but I don't think I'm divine in any which way. I'm just a boring ass human being. Um, anyways, the energy today is that for resetting and starting new things. Tomorrow's energy would be better for the beginning of your journey. You know what I mean? Yeah, me too. Uh, um, yeah, it stopped raining right now. I like the pitter patter of the rain. Um, today I spoke with people that are that were similar but not the same. I'm gonna say this, and I think you guys gotta hear it because it needs to be said. Sometimes you may need someone like me to help you. Thanks so much, Fireman Joe. I appreciate that. But in reality, a lot of the things that we suffer from and we combat are things that we impose on ourselves. Self-doubt, a failure to see our worth, the the willingness to be trampled over or mistreated. Some of the things that we combat are things that we have put on ourselves. So today, I want you guys to have the courage to stand up and refuse to be a doormat or refuse to live in fear of tomorrow or to refuse to live for what is right. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, compa Lira. Again, mándame mensaje y hablamos cuando puedas. Dime en qué área estás y ya nos ponemos de acuerdo. Um, all right. I had a sneeze, but it went away. I hate when that happens. Dallas, Texas. All right. So you're like a few hours away, a few hours ahead of me. So let me know what time works, and we'll figure out the time difference. All right. At this moment, I'm gonna do the readings for tomorrow and the prayers for tomorrow and all this good stuff. Hi, meow 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 meow. All right. Want to know some sad meow? I'm back at it again. I just don't stop. I still got no cake, meow. Still got no cake. No cake yet. I remain cakeless. When I get cake, y'all be the first motherfuckers to know. All right. When I get cake, I'll fucking make a fucking post about it. There came some of my food. Yeah, I cook good. I cook really good. One day, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, I make the best carnitas or mulitas, carne asada, whatever. I try. I make good tortillas and all that stuff. One day, maybe. Are you guys gonna try to go to Not Scary Farm or nah? You too scared for that shit. Anyways, let me do the readings for tomorrow, and then nah, we're not talking about food. I'm gonna do the spiritual readings again right now for tomorrow, and the birthday readings for a bit. Then I'm gonna stop and then speak for a bit, and then we'll go ahead and and you know have a timeout, and I'll come back later. So right now, what I'm gonna do is the spiritual readings, the birthday readings, and the prayer. Yo, Con Candy Cane, I've been struggling with food shit right now. Like I've been wanting something sweet like cake, 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 and I just haven't got it yet. And I know it's been last night. I'm like, man, should I go try to get some cake? If I go buy a whole cake, I'm gonna fuck myself up. I'll be in a diabetic fucking coma for sure. I want something sweet too, something sweet and ugh. I want to put my finger in that shit and just go like, you know what I mean? Like, oh fuck. Anyways, um, something sweet, something delicious, something to fucking savor. Oh my god. Oy, mira me. Are you volunteering there, Cat and Candy Cane? Shit. Oh my. All right. Let's see what you're working with. Um. Damn. For sure. Anyways, hi Anna Quinones. How are you? Like she said, me. Oh, all right. Anyways, let me do hey, what's up, Houston? How's it going on in Houston? Much love to Houston. But again, I'm looking for something, I didn't what did I do? I didn't do nothing. I'm just reading the messages. That's all I'm doing. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I'm just reading the messages. I'm just going along with what I'm saying and reading. There's todo, Annie Quinones. Ain't nothing sweeter than a West Sider. Yeah. All right. You see, she made a mistake. All right. She made a mistake. I said, I need something sweet, something I could put my finger in. That's what I said over here. Like I'm talking about cake, and she said me. I said, well, all right. Like, fuck. Shit. Um, she might have said something out of content. Maybe she put that before I said what I said. But I was talking about cake. Y'all gotta get your mind out the gutter. Um, but yeah, that'll be fine too. That was perfect timing, Cotton Candy. You said that right in the right time, so it sounded all perverted and shit. I know, bro. They over here, the dirty birdies over here, man. Yeah, I was talking about cake, and then she said, I said, I want something sweet, something I put my finger in. She said, me. I was like, all right. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm up for exploring opportunities and shit, but I was talking about cake. I told you what happened last night. Dirty birdies, fool, for real. You can't breathe. Well, look, I can breathe. Um, 6-7. There we go. Either way is cool. Same, but this time we're talking about cake. Oh, so what time we? I don't remember us talking about other stuff. All right, cool. Anyways, let me do the readings before I get in trouble. All right, I don't want to sound like a pervert or anything like that, but I'm still a dude. You can't blame me for having yeah, I'll do my reading so we both get out of this fucking fucked up situation. Sucio, no más poquito. No más poquito. Like that's it. I apologize again. Humor, 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 laugh, laugh, laugh. It's all in good fun. So let me do my readings and then we'll continue with putting cotton candy cane on the spot. And then I'll add her and I'll send her a message. See what she was talking about for real. Hey, it's your girl. Let me right now after this, um I'll contact you with what you were asking. I gotta call Abby, then I'll call you or text you, and then I'm gonna post my videos really quick. So let me do these videos real fast, and then I'll get in contact with you, it's your girl. All right. You do con candy cane? I forget where you live. Where do you live? Because I want cake. Anything else will be extra. Like you know what I mean? Like I want cake. I'm looking for cake, but if there's anything else, shit, that'll just be extra to the cake. All right, let me do this before I fucking really get in trouble. Spiritual reading for October 15th, 2025. Tonight's moon is in its waning crescent phase. This is a powerful time for letting go. This phase asks you to release what no longer needed in your life. Old fears, bad habits, limiting beliefs. It's finishing work in spirit. That don't sound right. I didn't write that right. Hold on. I didn't like the way that sounded. Let me reword that. I'm sorry. That does not sound good. Hold on. Tonight's moon is waiting for the powerful time to let go, to release what is no longer needed in your life. Old fears, bad habits, limiting beliefs. It's no, that's fine. All right, let me do it again. I'm sorry. My bad. I don't. That's fine. Let's go with it. Spiritual reading for October 15th, 2025. Tonight's moon is its waning crescent phase. Let me slow it down. I'm sorry again. Let me start it again. Spiritual reading for October 15th, 2025. Tonight's moon is in its waning crescent phase. It's a powerful time for letting go. This phase asks you to release what no longer is needed in your life. Old fears, bad habits, limited beliefs. It's finishing work in spirit. The sun remains in Libra, emphasizing harmony, fairness, and the need for balance in your relationships and in your life. God's light calls you to act with integrity and compassion, even when it's difficult. The moon in Leo squares Mercury in Scorpio today, which can stir tension around communication. Misunderstandings or harsh words may surface. Temptation may come to push your emotions into words before thinking. Use extra care with what you say and how you say it. The energy today is cleansing and preparation. You're in a spiritual doorway. Something is ending, so something new may begin. The waning crescent encourages deep inner work, reflection, confession, prayer, and surrender. Be gentle with yourself. God is asking you to let go of what holds you back. If you cling to what hurts you, you cannot receive what God wants to give you next. My Santa Muerte reminds you that spiritual purification often comes through release. Surrender the old to make room for the renewal. Tarot card of the day is Death. This is a sacred card of transformation. It does not mean physical death. It means endings, transformation, and new beginnings. Something in you is meant to die so something greater can be reborn. Trust the process. Affirmation of the day. I release what no longer serves me. I trust in God's renewal, and I walk protected by Santa Muerte. All right, that's the first one. You're gonna get dinner? Oh, Colin Candy, she punked out. She's leaving. All right, I'll see. All right, here we go with the reading in Spanish. Ready? Lectura espiritual para el 15 de octubre de 2025. Esta noche la luna está en su fase de luna menguante. Es un tiempo poderoso para soltar. Esta fase te invita a liberar lo que ya no te tiene lugar en tu vida. Miedos antiguos, malos hábitos y creencias limitantes. Es un trabajo espiritual de cierre. El sol permanece en Libra resaltando la armonía, la justicia y la necesidad de equilibrio en tus relaciones y en tu interior. La luz de Dios te llama a actuar con integridad y compasión, aun cuando resulta difícil. La luna en Leo forma cuadrado con Mercurio en Escorpio, lo que puede generar tensión en la comunicación. Puede surgir malentendidos o palabras duras. Habrá tentación de hablar desde la emoción sin pensar. Usa prudencia en lo que dices y cómo lo dices. La energía de hoy es de limpieza y preparación. Estás ante una puerta espiritual. Algo termina para que algo nuevo pueda comenzar. La luna menguante te invita al trabajar interior profundo. Reflexión, confesión, oración y entrega. Sea amable contigo mismo durante este proceso. Dios te pide soltar lo que te retiene. Si te aferras a lo que te duele, no podrás recibir lo que Él quiere darte. Mi Santa Muerte te recuerda que la purificación espiritual llega muchas veces al liberar lo viejo. Ríndete de todo para hacer espacio para la renovación. Carta de tarot del día, la muerte. Esta carta sagrada es de transformación. No significa la muerte física, sino finales, cambios y nuevos comienzos. Algo en ti debe morir para que algo mayor pueda renacer. Confía en el proceso. Afirmación del día. Libero lo que ya no me sirve. Confío en la renovación de Dios y camino protegido por mi Santísima Muerte. Did I stumble too much for that one? Should I re-record that one or is that fine? Can y'all know Spanish? I'm glad you needed to hear that, Ren. Hello, Cynthia. Hello, April Viera. How are you? Did you guys hear that in Spanish? Should I do that over or was it okay? I thought I stumbled. I didn't. If you don't think I stumbled, I'll continue. All right. West, y'all. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right. It's okay. All right. I'm gonna continue. I thought I messed up, but maybe it's in my head. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. All right. Cool. Let me do the birthday reading now. And then I'll do the prayers and then we'll go into other stuff. All right, here we go. Hey, I'm gonna tell you guys really quick, honestly. And this is me being real right now, right? No funny business. If I do mess up, let me know. And if I say something that's too much, let me know. You guys can say shit like that. I'm not perfect. So if you guys do feel like, hey man, you stuttered too much during that one, I couldn't understand you that well. You were fucking slurring your words. Let a motherfucker know my feelings will not get hurt. All right. I'm a big boy. I got thick skin. I can handle the fucking criticisms. What? I'm not scared of you. I'm not saying, oh my God, I'm not scared of you. What the fuck I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying like, for real, you won't hurt my feelings. I'm not saying you're scared of me. I'm saying you don't got to worry about hurting my feelings. And you should be scared of me, goddammit. I'm 6'2", 260. I could do damage. Anyways, I'm not scared of you. That's some fucking playground shit. Fuck. Calmada. Here we go. Birthday reading for those born October 15th. This year invites renewal, self-discovery, and divine alignment. You're entering a chapter where clarity replaces confusion, and purpose replaces distraction. The lessons of this year will help you reclaim your confidence, refine your goals, and rediscover your spiritual balance. The energy surrounding your birthday brings truth to light, especially truth about what you truly value and who you can trust. You are being guided to stand in your authenticity and to stop dimming your light for the comfort of others. Through faith, patience, and spiritual awareness, this will be the year of real transformation. Sun in Libra blesses you with charm, grace, and a natural gift for building peace where others find conflict. Moon in Gemini brings quick understanding and emotional curiosity. Just remember to slow down and feel what you think. Mercury in Scorpio helps you read between the lines and uncover hidden motives or opportunities. Venus in Virgo encourages loyalty and devotion and love. Honesty becomes your strongest foundation. Mars in Leo empowers you to take bold actions and pursue your passions without apology. Saturn in Pisces strengthens faith through emotional maturity, teaching you to surrender, control, and trust divine timing. Tarot card of the year is the Star, a beautiful omen of hope, renewal, and divine healing. The star guides you to reconnect with your faith and dreams. After a period of struggle or uncertainty, light returns. You're reminded that no setback is wasted. Every test refines your spirit. Follow your inner calling and know that God's grace and Santa Muerte's protection will guide your way. Days of good energy, November 19th, 2025. A long awaited opportunity finally appears. Trust your instincts. January 11th, 2026. A breakthrough in career finances or self confidence. March 22nd, 2026. Emotional clarity brings peace and closure. May 14th, 2026. A deep spiritual experience restores your faith. July 29th, 2026. Recognition or celebration for dedication and growth. Days of bad energy. October 27th, 2025. Avoid gossip or reacting to drama. Protect your peace. December 23rd, 2025. Emotional misunderstandings could arise. Choose silence over argument. February 18th, 2026. Mental or emotional exhaustion. Take time for solitude and rest. April 17th, 2026. Don't let frustration make you doubt your path. Patience is key. June 21st, 2026. Boundaries will be tested. Stay firm and true to your values. This year reminds you that success begins with the inner peace and spiritual strength. Walk in truth, stay grounded in faith, and allow divine timing to shape what unfolds. Every choice made with honesty and love will bring blessings that last. Did I fuck that one up? All right, hold on. Allah Boo Boo size. Oh shit. Hello, I'm from Arizona. I love the pink painting of Santa Muerte. Where did you get it from? Jizzy Dina, I'm not gonna lie, it was a gift from one of my followers. They sent it. It's beautiful. I like it. I'm about to take it off the altar though, because I'm gonna give it a place somewhere in the house. I put it on the. I'm gonna ask you guys. You guys seen my altar before and after? Almost every. Should I leave that? Should that pink portrait be a permanent fixture here, or should I remove it because it's behind? It's blocking some other shit. So I should redo that again. Yeah, I'm 5'2". My mom was 4'11". Shit, so you're a giant compared to your mom. Hey, crazy, how are you? Hopefully you're feeling better today. So you think I should redo the last reading? Well, I don't want to block the statue behind it for too much longer. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome, crazy. I hope that you have a better day tomorrow and a day better day after that and after that and after that and so forth. Um, I'm not 6 foot. I'm 6'2". Don't take away my 2 inches. Every inch counts. All right. Don't let anyone say otherwise. Um. Anyways, no problem. Crazy. I'm patient. Buenas noches, hermano, desde Venezuela, Carrasco, Enzo Wilfredo Montilla. Buenas, ¿cómo estás? It's okay. It's okay, crazy. Don't worry. I know things happen. I know some things are trying to avoid that kind of look. Whatever's happening is trying to avoid you from getting the help you need. The thing is, I'm not gonna let that stop me from helping you. I know you're good for it. I know it'll be fine, and we're gonna clarify this and clear the air so that everything can fucking just go smoothly. Pregunta empleo. I appreciate your faith in a motherfucker for real. Anyways, let me do the next reading or the next one in Spanish. Then I'll do the prayers and then we'll move forward with a little bit of conversation before I get in more trouble and say some way out shit. You know what I mean? Um, you didn't send me the information, did you, Jayla Rose? You weren't here earlier, crazy. I said I still didn't have cake and I want something sweet that I can put my finger in it, right? I said I want something sweet I can put my finger in. And if someone says me, I'm all like, damn, like, all right. And I guess, it was taken out of context, but it was perfect timing when I said that. And yeah, still need a gansito. A pudding won't do it. I'm telling you, I had some chocolate, I had some Whoppers, I had a Tootsie Roll, and I had a little Twix, all from last year's Halloween. So that shit was hard as fuck. And it still didn't do it. So I still need cake. I didn't get in trouble. It was just funny because it was Lovely was here. I said that, and then someone said me, and I'm like, psh. I was like, all right, if they're volunteering, shit, all right. No, I didn't get in trouble. Hi, Samantha the Witch. How are you? All right, let me do the next reading in Spanish. Wow. Well, you need to try my big red cake. I'm down. Oh, I just need cake right now. Oh. No sé cuál es la pregunta. Yo sé que puso algo, pero no. Dice, buenas noches, hermano, desde Venezuela, Caracas, Enzo Wilfredo Montilla. Libra, pregunta empleo. Pregunta empleo. ¿Qué significa? ¿Qué me quiere preguntar? No entiendo la pregunta. If she told you in a dream she wants 4 quarters, put 4 quarters. There's different reasons for different things. So, I mean, I wouldn't even question it. Like, money's money, change. But maybe, did you make a petition, Lloyd fans? Because I got to know the details. Did you try to make Jen Morales Mexican pink cake recipe? What is that? No. He wants to know if you're going to get a job. No. Ahí está todavía. Ahorita, mire, que me mande el mensaje directamente porque ahorita voy a hacer esto de volada. O deme un momento y ahorita le contesto si va a tener trabajo. Lloyd fan, can you inbox me that so I can see what it was? Can you send me that? And Jayla Rose, let me know. Look, red flowers, white flowers to me is what I always use. It's what she likes. It's her preference. I usually put water on her altar, not hot water. 4 quarters. I use 7 pennies for certain things or certain numerical things. The only thing I can think of, 4 quarters, is the remainder of the next cycle of the year. Like I said before, today's a good day to begin because tomorrow's a new. So 4 quarters, again, your next 4 quarters could be good. Love, peace, all that stuff. So that's what I'm getting right now. But let me make sure before I fucking spew some shit that isn't true. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like to just speak out of the top of my head if I don't know specifically. And right now I don't got this stuff I use to ask questions right here in front of me. I'll go downstairs in a little bit and I'll be asked that question. I used to do all my reads right here, but I'm trying to create space for this area, and I have to declutter. But I want to have this workspace back in its usual form where I could do my questions and answers here, and also one downstairs. I'm gonna answer yes or no questions later, Monica. All right. All right, let me do this reading real quick. But again, come back later or send me a message directly to my DM. But again, like let's say that for later. Send me a DM and I'll do that later because, like I said, I don't got my stuff to answer questions right now right here. So I gotta go downstairs and redo the live because I don't got what I need right now. I'm gonna tell you, I'm feeling it's a yes anyways for you, Monica. But I like to ask and make sure. All right, but I'm feeling it's a yes. But let me go downstairs later and I'll ask the question. I don't got my stuff that I use right here in front of me. How can you make sure? That is a great question. How can I make sure I'm praying for to Santa Muerte and not a trickster? That's difficult because that's very hard because unless I can sort of sense the energy. Again, when you call upon Santa Muerte and not just the universe, what I always tell people is when you are trying to make a petition or anything of that nature, make sure that you're very direct and you ask specifically for Santa Muerte. There's lots of people that leave it up to the universe, like they call the universe out for like an open casting, see who can answer their question first or fulfill their petition. Always be direct. But again, Santa Muerte has a very warm feeling. She's not gonna be a person that jerks around or image or a energy that jerks around your emotions. Her presence is very firm, very strong, very soothing, very calming. If you have a feeling that this is not her, there's no denying it's her. She's very unique. It's a very soothing, comforting feeling. If you're not feeling that, then I would start to question it. And you can always ask if it's not her to leave. Because if you discover it's not her, you can just, be like, look, it's not her, leave, blah, blah. But it's a very unique. If it's not her, you tell them to kick rocks. It's happened before. Tell them to leave. And again, if there's a trickster spirit there, it means that you were calling upon other things that you weren't supposed to, and they happen to show up. So, like, when you do any kind of spiritual work or any kind of, exploring the outer realms of spirituality, you have to make sure that you cover your tracks, cover your ass, and not leave portals open. But also, a lot of people, if your enemy sent them, you'll know. Again, if you're devoted to Santa Muerte and your enemy sends them to you, there will be like a line of defense of some sort. You know what I mean? But if you're calling upon energies, I met someone right now. Well, I met someone a while back that they were doing, supposedly devoted to Santa Muerte, but they called upon everything and anything. Um, you call her by name. Like whenever you begin like when you guys hear me pray or any petition I make, I say God or Santa Muerte or both. You say it by name. You know what I mean? You say it by name. So you say it like, again, don't leave a question mark in front of the petition or the prayer. Like a lot of people say, oh, I wish I had blah, blah, blah. And again, God, I wish I had Santa Muerte. God, I wish this. Again, when you don't specifically say who you're praying to or asking for, it's like an open casting call to whoever is out there sometimes. And sometimes you be damned what shows up to your fucking house. You know what I'm saying? So I've learned the hard way. I'm getting a call from 210. This was a call I was waiting for yesterday. All right, I'll call him back right now. I'll call. Yeah. All right, let me do the Spanish because I gotta make calls right now. That was actually an important call because that was an important call. I gotta call him back. Let me do this. Let me do this real quick. Yeah, call Santa Muerte. Like, yeah, she'll get it out of there, and you can call it away too. Let me finish this real quick because I'm gonna make a phone call really fast because that was very important. That was an important phone call actually. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on. Lectura de cumpleaños por los nacidos el 15 de octubre. Este año te invita a la renovación, el autodescubrimiento y la alineación divina. Entras en una etapa donde la claridad sustituye la confusión y el propósito vence la distracción. Las lecciones de este ciclo te ayudarán a recuperar confianza, redefinir metas y reencontrar tu equilibrio espiritual. La energía de tu cumpleaños revela verdades importantes sobre lo que valoras y que quién puedes confiar. Estás siendo guiado a vivir con autenticidad y a no apagar tu luz para la comunidad de los demás. Con fe, paciencia y conciencia espiritual, será un año de transformación verdadera. Sol en Libra te bendice con gracia y un don natural para traer paz donde otros ven conflicto. Luna en Géminis te da comprensión rápida y curiosidad emocional. Solo recuerda sentir lo que piensas. Mercurio en Escorpio te ayuda a ver lo oculto y descubrir intenciones o oportunidades escondidas. Venus en Virgo fomenta la lealtad y sinceridad en el amor. La honestidad será tu base más fuerte. Marte en Leo te impulsa a actuar con valor y seguir tus pasiones sin disculpas. Saturno en Piscis fortalece tu fe con madurez emocional, enseñándote a soltar el control y confiar en el tiempo divino. Carta tarot del año, la estrella, símbolo de esperanza, sanación y renovación. La estrella te guía a reconectar con tu fe y tus sueños. Tras un tiempo de lucha o duda, la luz regresa. Nada ha sido en vano. Cada prueba purifica tu espíritu. Sigue tu llamado interior, sabiendo que la gracia de Dios y la protección de la Santa Muerte te acompañan. Días de buena energía, 19 de noviembre de 2025. Oportunidad esperada, confía en tu intuición. 11 de enero de 2026. Avance en trabajo económico o estabilidad personal. 22 de marzo de 2026, claridad emocional que trae paz y cierre. 14 de mayo de 2026, experiencia espiritual que renueva tu fe. 29 de julio de 2026, reconocimiento o alegría por tu crecimiento. Días de mala energía. 27 de octubre de 2025, evita chismes de discusiones, protege tu paz. 23 de diciembre de 2025, posible malentendidos, elige el silencio. 18 de febrero de 2026, cansancio mental o emocional, descansa. 17 de abril de 2026, no dejes que la frustración te haga dudar. 21 de junio de 2026, se pondrán a prueba tus límites, mantente firme. Este año te recuerda que el verdadero éxito nace de la paz interior y la fuerza espiritual. Camina en verdad y mantén tu fe firme y permite que el tiempo divino acomode todo. Cada decisión guiada por la honestidad y el amor traerá bendiciones duraderas. All right, I'm gonna confess something. The reason I'm speaking faster on these ones because I made it a little bit too long, and I have to make it under 3 minutes, so I cannot. Because if it's over 3 minutes, it's not considered a reel, and it gets less views. So I gotta fucking shorten it up moving forward, so I don't fucking have to be talking like oh, you know what I mean? Like I just can't. So I'm gonna try to fix that moving forward. Um. Anyways, yeah, I don't want to do too much, but your fan club has completed the first stage of the club quest. Club Cheers has been unlocked for fans to send and celebrate. Oh, fan club cheers. What is that? I don't know what we did, but we did something. Everyone take a round of applause. Um let me do the prayers real quick though. The prayers I always keep short and sweet. Here we go. Almighty God, I surrender into your hands all that I must let go. Help me see what no longer belongs and grant me the courage to release it with faith. Santísima Muerte, Holy Protector, stand with me in this transformation. Guard me through the endings so I may rise in the new. Amen. It didn't save. Whenever that happens, I feel that somebody has to hear it again. All right? So pay attention. Maybe it's you. Here we go. Almighty God, I surrender into your hands all that I must let go. Help me see what no longer belongs and grant me courage to release it with faith. Santísima Muerte, Holy Protector, stand with me in this transformation. Guard me through the endings so I may rise in the new. Amen. It's saved. No, like it still has memory. It just didn't save. It does that often. I think it's because people need to hear that shit again so they could fucking understand. You know what I mean? But it's okay. I could do that again. Here we go, Spanish. Dios Todopoderoso, entrego en tus manos todo lo que debo soltar. Ayúdame a ver lo que ya no pertenece y dame el valor para liberarlo con fe. Santísima Muerte, Santa Protectora, acompáñame en esta transformación. Guárdame en los finales para que pueda renacer en lo nuevo. Amén. All right, that's it. All right, I'm done with the videos. All right, so let me go ahead and I'm gonna ask some questions of y'all real quick. Let me just check my messages real fast. Can I ask you guys a question? What was loud? Did I fart or some shit? What was loud? When I come live, do you guys get a notification? Oh, I need a good back rub too. Like my neck always feels tense. I'm like, what was loud? I'm sorry. I was like, did I do something I wasn't supposed to do? You guys don't get notifications, right? Because my brother was like always ask me, hey man, when are you going on live? And I'm like, I'm in the middle of live right now. You get notifications? Well, you're not here that often, so you don't fucking come on because you don't want to come on. I'm just kidding. Oh my God. All right, cool, Gio. It's 50-50. Some do, some don't. A physical therapist, and you're in Florida. If only you were close, I could get a back crack. So far, so far, so far. All right, sometimes. Okay. All right. I don't know. People have been telling me to go on Discord and you can message everybody that wants to be part of the Discord shit. Hola, feeding nuts. I even have a laser. What's the laser for? To play with the kitty cats. What's the laser for? Thank you so much for the gift. Pain relief. I've never heard of that pain relief laser thing. Well, it does me no good you being in Florida. So what does it matter? Nah, I'm just being funny. Nah, like, you know, I usually do carry a lot of tension and shit for probably obvious reasons. But sometimes I just need to get that sort of energy and channel it somehow. This upcoming week or this weekend, I wanna set up my gym on side. I want to start working out and and focus that energy on something. Um, yeah, I get goosebumps. I might feel an energy around me when she's around. Like there's times where I feel like something on my shoulders, like a warm embrace, like someone leaning on you or putting their hand on you or putting their hand around you, like like this, or it just depends. It just depends. Sometimes I don't feel nothing, and I know she's with me. You know what I'm saying? Like believing isn't just seeing; it's knowing. Like I don't need proof to know that I have a heart. I feel it. I don't need proof to know she's here with me. I feel it. So faith is what is sometimes required. A lot of people ask me like or tell me I want to have a moment with her. Like why don't she show up anymore? Or why don't she show because your faith needs to be a bit more steady, stable, and faith has to be there. I've spoken to her in dreams and let's say, like I guess in dreams and in visions, but I mean, physically, like in like right now in this state, no, I would probably have died at this moment if I spoke to her like that. Chewy, thank you for fucking asking. No cake yet, brother. Can you believe that shit? It's an outrage, huh? You see, Chewy cares. Like Chewy cares. No cake yet, bro. No cake. No cake. No cake, bro. Hola, Angelica Silva. You see, Chewy gets it. All right. I'm gonna make a phone call right now. I think I gotta get on this phone call. Hold on. It was an important phone call for someone that needed help. So let me see if they're available for a call. I'm sorry. This is someone I felt really needed help as well. Si hago lecturas. Feeding, bro, inbox me feeding nuts, and I'll take that green statue from you. Um, I tend to do more. You can talk to her any time of the day, Sharky, but I think I tend to feel more of a bond, let's say, for work after hours or darkness. Um, hold on. Let me make this phone call real quick. This one's really important. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get off really quick. Freddie or Feeding Nuts, Freddie. Feeding Nuts, send me a message. I'll send you my address. I'll be back in a bit. All right. I don't want to just leave, but I think this one is quite important. I'm sorry. I apologize.